tutorial time. Are y'all ready? I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I got a lot of new makeup. I kind of want to use those new ColourPop Super Shocks. At least one of those. So let's just get started and see where this goes today. Alright, I decided I want to do a really neutral contoured eye. That way you guys can get the best of both worlds. You've all been wanting something neutral, but then y'all know y'all want that spice. So I'm going to mix my shades of 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬 in 2 and 3. Got them warming up right here. Y'all know this could still go anywhere. I know we're like, oh, well, she's going to do this, but y'all know how spicy I get. But I want to keep my base more similar to my skin tone when I do a more neutral look. I'm going to pat this all over the lid up to the brow bone. I didn't finish my brows yet. I'm going to finish them once I get done with this eye look. And then I'm going to take this blender, it's completely dry, and just smooth it out. Look at that. Woo! I love this base. I like how that matches so perfectly. It's like our eye, but completely blank, but it still matches. It's not white, it's not too white through here. It's looking good. Don't notice how I keep looking around? I'm deciding. There's so much newness. Okay, I think everybody needs to go get this palette. I had this palette when it first came out. It's the Dose of Colors Ice Cream Palette, and it was my ride or die. I still love it. I lost it, and then they sent me a new one, and I'm so grateful. So I'm thinking neutral eye with the lavender inner corner. The spice. Do you see how excited I get over makeup? But I kind of want to set my base. I don't think I've ever really set my base. My eye base. Let's try something new. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to use this Kylie powder right here. This is the You're Perfect powder, and I'm just going to grab this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to set right through the crease. Don't worry about setting the lid. And also, if you notice, I'm never going back and forth. I'm always tapping with this base, because I don't want my crease to be as heavy today. And when I'm not doing that exact technique where I go in very heavy in the crease, we should probably set it. So let's see how this works. Now I'm taking the Dose of Colors blending brush, and we're going to go into the shade here called Cone. And I'm just going to run this right through my crease. And since I want my inner corner to be the extreme focus today, more than usual, I am going to run the eyeshadow along through here, but I'm not going to curve it into here. I'm just kind of going to keep it, think of it as a line. So we'll curve it through here, but then we'll keep it straight through here. Once we carve out our lid in a second, it'll make more sense, but for right now, just don't bring it all the way down into there. So I also want to elongate my eye. And what I'm going to do is I'm taking that same shade. So normally we would put the shadow here on our lid, but we're going to create a much larger eye palette. So remember, we're still taking it over through here. So instead of going through there, I'm going to take it over here and act like this is the outer part of my eye. So just take it through here and then take it all the way down. You'll see all of this come together and make more sense once we carve out our lid. We just got to get the initial shape going. Now I'm going to take my Ipsum S33. I still can't remember the name of these, but I love these Ipsum brushes. I'm going to go into the shade here called Blueberry Swirl. And I'm going to take it right through here. Remember, we're going straight across here. That's okay if it goes in there. We'll deal with that later, but we got to get this shape going. And then remember, we're going on the outer part, but we're taking it farther out. Now we're going to take the shade Berries and Cream, and this is a Sigma E42, which everybody needs to go get immediately. Focus this on your brow bone, and then once that's blended, I'm kind of going to look down into a mirror and just soften any edges. Now we're about to carve out all of that. Get ready for the fun part. This is the look of 1,000 brushes, apparently. Now I'm going to grab a Smith 256. I'm going so lightly into Hot Fudge. This color is so pigmented. And I'm first going to start right here. But look at that brush, how it just fits there so perfectly. And now you can kind of see it start to come together. We're going to throw it right through there. Remember, we're not going down in here. We're taking it straight across. I'm going to grab a little bit more. Remember, start here and then take it over this way. And then take it on the outer part of the eye, but we're reshaping the eye, remember? So I took it really far out through here, but take it all the way down. Now we're going to take the rest of that 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬 mixture. And then we're going to take it. I don't know why I feel like we need to whisper, but we do. Everybody stay quiet. And then we're going to take it and shape it the way we want it. So we want it right through there. And then we're going to take it all the way over to right there. We're bringing it over much farther than we normally do. We're really changing up our eye shape today. Okay, now I'm going to take my another brush. I got plenty of them over here. This is a MAC 252S, and I find that I use this a lot. We're going into the Berries and Cream shade, and we're just going to tap this all over the lid, even into here. I'm still going to do some sort of inner corner. I'm not sure what color. We will see. I was thinking lavender, but you know, I get spicy. I can't be tamed. We might do mint. Ooh, that is pretty. Look at all that lid space now. Could paint the Sistine Chapel on that bad boy. This color just screams at me. Can you see me sniffing it? It smells like an ice cream cone. It smells so good, and now I'm hungry. Alright, so we're not just gonna play it and just throw that on. We're gonna get some mint going through here first. So we're gonna start with 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬. This is Rumor. This is the white one. I'm gonna use a lot of the white base, and then we're gonna grab hint of mint, mix that in here too. Just a little hint of it, actually. See how much more? Okay, get another brush. I actually really like this one for my inner corner though, especially when I put a base on first. It's the Sigma E44. It's really, really domed, but it just fits here really nice. It's really good. All right, let's grab a little bit of our mixture. See how pretty and light that is? That's literally my favorite color. The smallest amount, and let's pop this on the inner corner. Look how nicely that fits there. Look how pretty. We're still gonna add liner, which is just gonna bring us more out this way, but I'm grabbing this, which is absolutely gorgeous. Semi-Sweet, the ColourPop Halo Top collection. And we'll just tap this shade right here, right on top of the mint base, and it's just gonna be a minty sparkle perfection. So pretty. I was testing out a new brush. So I don't ever do the liner on here because I filmed the little clips that I do in one swoosh. So you obviously know that I know what I'm doing. I'm just always trying to get more content. But I'm using a new brush today, and I'm kind of living for it. This is a 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬, and I'm just kind of correcting. But it's very long, but it's very tapered, and it's just really doing everything I need it to do. Look, it even has precision. I'm kind of obsessed, you guys. All right, I got my lashes drying. I'm actually gonna wear some new House of lashes today. But let's start with our primer. This is my favorite, the Rimmel Stay Matte. Don't know why I have to yell it, but it excites me. Let's work this in. You guys know I like to really focus this one on the center of the face. And we do blend out, but the majority of it goes towards the center. Okay, I went and bought, there's proof I bought it. I went and bought another shade of my favorite foundation. I'm a little bit more tan these days. It's happening. And I got 300 Sand. I actually found this at CVS. Everybody's always asking me where to get it, so I found mine at CVS, and it was really easy, and they had a great selection. It was for the win. I might mix it with my other one, but the way this foundation does, it really dries down, and it really kind of transitions into your skin color. I always like that about it, but we needed something more tan. Just to be on the safe side, yeah, it's already adjusting to my neck. Just to be on the safe side, I'm just gonna hit it with a touch of 200 Soft Beige, which is my normal shade. Just a touch. Just kind of put it where we don't have anything else. All right, that should be the ticket. All right, everybody grab your Smith 151 and work this right in. Do you guys notice how much lighter my face is? It's just what's gonna happen when you're wearing SPF and you're taking care of your face. It's gonna be a heck of a lot lighter.
Here's some more brushes for your 1,000 brush makeup tutorial.
It's the makeup tutorial of 1,000 brushes, Mom. I got some more. Why are they so wet? Mom! Just wanted to show y'all how well it's adjusting. I had to dry off those brushes. That's where I was at. Oh, that's nice. That's what we needed. Look at that. Just need to warm up that face. I'm so glad I got that shade. And then I'm going to grab another brush and go around my brows. Now, notice how I have that foundation right there? I'm using a Smith 109. I've been living for this brush around here. Obviously, don't hit that mint shade. Go around it. But definitely melt it into the neutral shades right here, like I just did. Perfect. Take your time around your brows. Make sure that you get it all the way to your brows, that way you don't have any white. I have laid victim to that many times. Not anymore. Now I'm going to put on these House of Lashes. This is in the style Diana. It's the Sephora House of Lash collection, and they're just so pretty, and I didn't want to hide any of my eyeshadow, and that seems to be doing the trick. That's so pretty. Look how natural they are. I am living for this concealer right now. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer. I use the shade 17 and 19. I'm going to grab 19, which is actually going to be lighter. This is the one I want. Woo! I'm going to pop a little right here because we still want a nice brightening effect. Then we'll grab the shade 17, which has more of a peachy undertone, and I use it more as a color corrector. And that's really going to help with any dark shadows. I like to put it through here, and then a little there. Anywhere I see a shadow and I really want to color correct that without putting too much white on top of it. And then honestly, the smallest amount on the forehead, and then the smallest amount down the nose. Now watch this blend out. Brand new 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬, the Velvet Sponge. Brand new. I've been storing this one. Okay, now watch this Juvia's Place concealer blend out. It just blends so beautifully. I have normal to dry skin, and it just works so well underneath my under eyes. I love the color. And it never creases, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. And then we'll pop a little bit underneath here too. Kind of already sculpting the face ever so lightly. And then we'll pop it over here. I already did this side of the face, but you can just see such a difference. So I'm going to use my Juvia's Place powder in the shade White Sands underneath my eyes. And I'm taking a velour puff and I'm pressing it in until it all disappears. I'm not baking. I'm going to work every bit of that powder you see in until it's gone. This is the best technique I've ever learned for creasing and for looking natural, for flashback. It's seriously the best. I talk about it in my updated foundation routine on YouTube, but I'm actually loving this powder so much. Same I Am Magic setting powder. I'm just going to use the shade Sahara. And I like to bake with this one right through here. There, I will bake. It has just been shaping my face, and I'm just obsessed with this color. I'm telling y'all, get this. Keep that spice going. What is this? Oh my God, it's ColourPop. Oh my God, you can use my code ROSE for a discount on this. All right, so this is Zulu, one of my faves. We'll pop this on our waterline. And then to get it to match the mint in here, I'll use my other favorite, which is Electric Daisy. And just kind of mix them together, and then we'll get a more minty green. See? Woo! We're back into the palette. We're gonna grab the shade Hot Fudge, Smith 212, and go right underneath here and connect this to the wing. Y'all, we need to put that eyelash back. We need all we can get. Put that back. Now we're gonna go back into Blueberry Swirl and just buff this in here. This reminds me of an eye look that I would have done when I first started, except for cuter now. I'm gonna teach y'all how to put on these here bottom lashes. Y'all ready? I'm gonna use House of Lashes in the style Precious, and I'm also gonna use House of Lashes glue in clear/white. I like to use this because it dries extremely fast. So I don't even trim these. We don't do anything. I have them holding here on a tweezer, or tweezers, don't ask. I can't focus. So just go right along here. Now I'm not even gonna have any mascara on there for right now. Don't even worry about that. We're not even there. So you see where the lash points down, that's how we want to apply it. Now this glue is already dry. We don't wait like the other glues that I use. Now I would recommend looking kind of upwards, but I'm looking into a phone. I'm trying to tell everybody how to do this without poking my eye out. Although I would have one less eye to do, that might not be a bad idea. Push up, make sure it's all the way connected, and your lash is on. But what you want to do is continue to push up and make sure it's all the way to the lash line. Can someone please ask my mother why she has decided that she needs to cook all these onions while I'm trying to do this eye makeup? My eyeballs are watering out my head. I can't breathe. She's trying to get me. Y'all, this bronzer is just my jam. I can't get enough of it. It's the Kylie bronzer in the shade Toasty. I'm going to tap it first, and then I'm going to blend upwards. Tap it, and then we'll start to work it in. Notice that I really like to put it into the hairline, and then I'll take it and just kind of brush it right through here too, kind of shaping the face. Okay, there's a whole conversation going on about Tupperware behind me.
Tupperware is crucial.
It's crucial.
How are we going to preserve our foods without Tupperware?
Can I just do my makeup tutorial?
I wish you could, but we need to speak about Tupperware.
Do y'all hear him? Alright, I'm living for this palette. This is the NARS. It's a face palette from them. It's called 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬, and I just love all of it. It's just so, so good. And I'm going to use this blush, and then we'll use the highlighter. I use the bronzer too, but I like to contour more with the bronzer. I don't like contouring too much more. But look how pretty that is. And this is my IT Cosmetics French Boutique Blush Brush. Okay, same palette, living for this highlighter. And let me show you why. This is a Smith 112 brush too, my favorite. I haven't been highlighting as much, and then I found this one, but look, when I turn to the side, it doesn't look like a bruise. It doesn't look like anything's there. And then I turn this way, and it just hits you, and you're like, ooh, you're so pretty. At least that's what I say. Okay, so I'm kind of working the powder in. I didn't dust it off with a brush. I kind of just worked it in with my damp blender, and then I'm going to do some small circular motions here just to make sure it's not too harsh of a line and it's really nice and blended. Alright guys, I'm going to do something spicy today. I'm going to finish the lipstick, and you're going to have to wait and see what I use, but I'll get all my pictures and I'll post all the details for you in just a second.